Hey guys, what's going on? It's Trinity Bulk here. It's been a while, I know, since my last proper video. So I just been fiddling around on the game and exploring, what the Ghostface patch has done to change the game up and all that. But I did decide I wanted to do something that I would be able to do regardless of the patch because of this change predating it, and that is I wanted to do a cameo review of Smojinko. So this cameo, as we all know, had a really hard time finding a place in the game, and for most characters it still doesn't. However, it actually does kind of benefit Smoke a lot, and it ended up benefiting him much more than I thought it would. So I kind of want to talk about this and maybe talk about this in general. So you can consider this both a review of the cameo for the character, and you can kind of consider it to maybe be a starter guide for using this cameo. Because despite how intimidating the premise of it is, this cameo is actually a lot more basic than it appears on the surface. So first I'm going to go over like the initial um, pros of the cameo. They're really easy to pick out. So the first thing is, as we know, as of the patch for Chaos Reigns, you his launcher, this right here is resourceless. It doesn't cost any cameo. It doesn't put him on a cooldown. It doesn't do anything. So no matter what character you're playing, you just always have access to full combo damage from any button in your arsenal. You'll never have a string or a button that won't have enough hit advantage to do this. This will just always link off anything you have. I don't think I should have to like explain the obvious utility of that. And it leads to pretty good damage across the board. Like any hit you get with this is going to be good. And because this is a crumple stun, kind of like fully charged Johnny Ermac punches or like Rain's normal similarly, you have a lot of hit advantage to do things with, right? This is, let's see how plus is it. Yeah, it's a plus 111 if you just leave it be. Okay, so this also allows you, this gives Smoke very practical invisibility setups. So I can just do something like this, invisibility, sweep, and now they're in the mix. We can also do the set combos, like so, for the same result. So those are obviously really good things. And then comes the benefit of the move stealing. And it turns out that it's not that complicated. As a matter of fact, for the most part, against most characters, what he steals is so universally consistent that you don't even have to know what the moves are. You can just assume because of what they tend to put on them. So how Smojinko works is that you have to summon him first and go default now. You have to have him charge up in the background like this. This is really easy to set up. It's like not a big deal because you can literally get a combo started like so. And then you just call him, like spend a bar meter to buy some time, and now he's up and running and he's full. So the way he works is they buffed him recently that he used to only get 2 moves per character. Now he gets 3 to 4 depending on what the character is. So he has 2 classes of moves, I'm going to say. He has half bar moves, which do like what it sounds like. They only take half a bar meter to come out. So you get 2 uses out of them before you have to recharge. And then you have what I'm going to call a high value move. And this is a move that takes the entire cameo bar and you'll have to recharge. So this is across the board. This is how it always works with Smojinko. You always have low value and high value moves. Low value moves are always your down forward starting input, and high value moves are always your down back starting input. And then you'll have to do down back, down or up for the alternative moves, right? So, like for example, with Scorpion here, our low value moves are, we get, as you saw, we get this, or we can get the teleport like this, the air teleport. It's like a way to snipe people. And then the moves you get otherwise are we get Spear for our first high value move. Then our second high value move, of course, is the unblockable EX Flame Aura. So this is a big deal. Why is this a big deal? So the thing is, you can always count on this to work. It is relatively easy to keep Smojinko fully charged, especially because the way that his comboing works in the first place buys you time to do that, and because Smoke's combos and animations are longer than normal, right? So you don't really have to worry about much. So the thing is, what this does tend to do is in combining Smojinko having a no cost of any kind of combo starter with the launchers and the combo extenders that you borrow from characters, this gives you, on average, very insanely high consistent damage off any touch. So I don't have to keep charging. I'm going to put us on full cameo. So I just show, for example, that one of the things we get is we get Scorpion Spear. That's one of our high value moves. So just off a jab, I can get something like this. I'm going to do a very basic combo here. So 42%, no resource. It said the cameo was lost, and yeah, as you can see, I did a fuck ton of damage. Absolute fuck ton of damage. If I want to spin the bar, you'll obviously go even higher. Right, we're almost hitting, we're edging on 50% for one bar against Scorpion for almost no effort whatsoever. That's like a very basic, easy combo structure I'm doing here. And that's like the beginning. So, like, and even then, let's say you want a guaranteed way to kill someone off like a basic combo. We can go like this, then do the Flame Aura, right? Because it works just like Scorpions and OTGs. It's unblockable. And you combine that, with like the damage from like say this, right? So let's say I just do this. We're gonna do a basic one bar B&B here into the Flame Aura. So we just did like 50, right? And it's relatively easy. It's guaranteed. They can't stop you from doing that because this is a total of 31 frames with like some recovery on it, and jump on 1-2 is like plus 42, I think, on hit. 44. So there is nothing they can do about that. That's just one example, though, of the value that you get out of Smojinko in certain matchups. As a lot of you know, you can pull out Sento against Kenshi, for example, and you get free Sento setups that sometimes are easier to achieve than even what Kenshi can do. Another one, though, we're going to go over, and I think this really shows the power of this team, is we're going to look at Reiko as a use case. So I'm going to cut this part, and we're going to go to a next part, and I'm going to talk about like the Reiko matchup just to demonstrate more utility that you can get. Let's talk about Smojinko in the context of fighting a Reiko player. So what do you get with Reiko? So your low value moves are Tackle, which has more hit advantage because as you can see, you get to start acting before the animation is even over. And you get Stars. And so you get two uses of the best projectile in the game, and you get this kind of nice Oki tool here. This basically gives you like a high hit advantage quick rise knockdown ender, right? So you can do something like this, right? But the other two moves, the high value moves, are the big thing. So first, you get the parry. You have a faster startup parry than Reiko does. This comes out in like 7 frames. I think it's faster than Johnny's. And you get the meter burn benefit without the meter being spent, obviously. And that is a big thing. It's a big differentiator when it comes to Smojinko. Smojinko is basically almost always give you the metered version of the moves he steals. So the real threat, though, when you're playing against Reiko, that you get is you get the command grab. And not only do you get the command grab, you get the combo off of it. So I want you to think about this. That means that anytime you, as a smoke player, down one somebody, you get to down one command grab for full combo or down one forward 3. And that's a true 50-50 they have to guess on. And the damage that they eat from the command grab is not something they can ignore. So I'm going to spend 1 bar in this command grab. So, as you can see, you already saw where that was going, right? I'll do the easy combo, though. I was trying to do something hard. It can be finicky sometimes on the new smoke move. So I may have to be as fast as possible. So you'll have to give me a second. But I do want to show this for effect. I guess it won't let me combo off that for some reason, but you get the idea though, right? So I'm doing 30% and they're being restood, right? And even then, let's say, I don't know. I guess the easier 1 bar version of this would just be to do a teleport, so I could do like this. %, 38% basically command throw on smoke with all smoke's mix of options, right? This also means, and this is another thing that I want to show. So I'm going to become Reiko and I'm going to record smoke doing this. And I'm going to try. If I try to up block this, I get punish thrown by the command throw. And in case you're wondering, you pretty much killed him for this. As a matter of fact, for added effect, we're going to make it like it's a clutch moment for me, right? So I'm going to record this Reiko walking up to me, up blocking, right? Let's see how much damage we get when this works for us. I forgot I can't do it that way. Hold on. I'm just going to do this. So when you think about this, right? I've been doing 4-3-2 all game. They haven't punished it 1 time. And so the 1 time they try to punish it, they're eating almost 50% command grab while I have fail blow. Because forward 3 in the command grab against the up block is a true tick throw. That's pretty insane to me. Pretty insane. Aside from just the damage in general you can get from this, I mean, I'm just going to spam 1 bar. Right? 38%. And then just do mirrorless, right? Still 38%. I don't even have to spend bar for 38%. That's pretty crazy. That's not even, you know, accounting for the fact that we're able to do stuff like, let's see if I can do, okay, I'll have to do jump on 1 here. That's not even accounting for, you know, I can do this, restand them into another strike throw mix-up. That also means that just off of any restand situation in general, I can forego using a Reiko move initially to do something like this. Here, I'll do the whiffs for 3-2. Look at that. That means, I hope you guys can appreciate what's going on here, is that you are essentially almost double counterpicking against this character because you're using better tools, better versions of his own tools on top of Smoke's anti-zoning options. That's pretty insane. So let's look at another character that this can really help you out with. Let's see. Let's think about it for a minute. What's another character we can talk about here that's kind of annoying to deal with? I'm not going to go over Kenshi because we know what the deal with Kenshi is. Fuck it. Let's talk Homelander. We'll do Homelander, right? Everyone hates Homelander right now. So, Homelander, you get straight laser, you get the ducking laser, okay? You get the high laser. This is a combo starter, by the way, this move. And you get the anti-air uppercut from his stance. Okay? So, first things first, we get massive damage against Homelander. $48% meterless. No resources required. Just Smojinko. I'm about to hit 50 right there, right? I'm not being optimal at all here. Let's try to be actually optimal. Let's see what we get. There we go. We got 50 mirrorless, right? Not only do we gain access to some great neutral tools here, this is insane. So imagine you're like trying to play neutral against Smoke, you just backdash into this. Yeah. The benefits of that should be relatively obvious. What's another character I can show a quick example of? Like, let's see. Oh, let's do Ghostface. So Ghostface is interesting. So one of the first things about Ghostface that is very fascinating is Ghostface is the only character in the game right now that gives you a half Smojinko charge spending launcher. And that is you get tackle into low knife. This is a comboable state. See that? So I don't know why it's using my input there. As you can see, that only spends half a bar. I'll show you, it says here it only spends half a bar. So what you get with Ghostface, well, you get like this. Now notice that this is an ambush. I can actually hold this and force hard to blockables out of it. So I can do like this, like that, and make hard to blockable situations out of it. Same thing with my 4-3-2, right? So I can hold this and create hard to blockables out of it. I get the knife toss. And it actually, I think, okay, I don't get the combo after delayed knife toss, but and then we get backstage pass. This is a crazy move to get access to. And then we get the Kai cartwheel kick. This move's not really that useful unless it's like a far off anti-air. But mostly what we're interested in is the crawl into the low and the backstage pass. So backstage pass also, if you don't mind using your whole cameo mirror, it's just like with Homelander. You just get to fucking kill people here. As you can see. But since we don't have to do that, right? Since with this particular character, we have a half-meter consumption launcher. That's pretty good, right? It's a half-meter consumption launcher that can also be delayed to create hard-to-blockables or give you full combos off of the shove, things like that. It is nuts, man. So I can even do things like this. Let me get in the corner, because I think this only works in the corner, really, but... Fuck. So you can delay that to make him launch it off the shove, right? So obviously, this is very good. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video about this, but it's not really that hard to, like, figure this out. So basically, you can assume this. Your low cost moves, your half bar moves, they'll either be a zoning move or some kind of utility move or like a combo ender that might give you a better, like, enter state or something. And your high cost moves will be super busty utility moves, or they'll be super unskilled launchers. So anyway, I will post a gameplay video. I'll do a commentated Combat League video, I think, using Smojinko, and so you can see that even more so. Anyway, appreciate you guys for watching, but I thought this video should be made. I think this cameo now, if I were to talk about top cameos, I'm working on a top 5 cameos list. I think Tremor, Sector, and Smojinko are top 3 for sure. There's like no contest. But anyway, I'm gonna make a video soon too, talking about Smoke's buffs that he's gotten. The use of the new move, which I think is incredible, by the way. That move is like matchup changing for him. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if any of you Smoke players have tried Smojinko before, and I'll catch you guys later.